Okay, students, let's talk about your project. We are going to talk about folder mazes or folder quests, and those are folders that are put together in such a way, like one inside of another. And basically, whoever is clicking on the folder set, it's put together in a way that it creates a fun, interactive, game-like experience for the user or the person clicking on them. Our theme for our folder quest or folder maze is going to be a trivia game. So we're going to talk about how to make that. First thing you got to do, open your browser, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, or Internet Explorer. Go to google.com and you need to search up drive.google.com. You're going to get in your Drive folder. Make sure you log in with your student email and password, and you're going to go over here, click the new button, and choose folder. Now, first thing you need to look for on the rubric, it says the container folder or the first folder. It has a title and it also has all group members' names. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to write Mr. Metters Trivia Game. I've created the folder. I click inside of it. I'm in there. Boom. Okay. First thing you need to think about, you're going to create a folder that says start here, pick a category. Okay. Now, if it doesn't look like that, you might need to toggle your view. There's two different views here. So I'm going to click back on this one. It says start here, click start here, pick a category. So I'm going to click on that. Now my two categories I'm going to create, I'm going to click a folder and title it State Capitals. My other folder I'm going to call Entertainment. Okay. And there we go. So if you back out to the beginning, it says start here, pick a category. Okay. Now I've got my two different categories. I'm going to go to state capitals and I'm going to create my question. Here's my question. It says, what is the capital of Georgia? And we all know that one. This should be pretty easy. There it is. Okay, now I'm going to click inside of this. I need three answer choices. Okay, you'll see this in the rubric. Two of those choices need to be incorrect. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to click my first answer choice. I'm going to have be Atlanta. Second answer choice is going to be Augusta. Third answer choice is going to be Athens. Okay. Okay, so I go back to the beginning. I've got Mr. Metters Trivia Game. Start here, pick a category. Click on state capitals. What is the capital of Georgia? I'm going to click Atlanta. Okay. Now, in this folder, I'm going to write that is correct. Click here to continue to the next question. And I'm going to leave that there. Okay. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to click on one of the wrong ones, Augusta. So I've clicked on Augusta. You'll notice there's absolutely nothing in there. Okay. So I'm going to go over here to these little dots and I'm going to click on here where it says Mr. Metters Trivia Game. Okay. Now I'm going to go inside of here in the category area, and what I want to do here is I'm going to click on this. Okay, I'm going to click, see here where it says state capitals, I'm going to click the little triangle to the right of it, and then I'm going to click add shortcut to Drive. Okay, now here's where it gets confusing. You're going to have to click over here and look for your folder. Now remember, mine was called Mr. Metters Trivia Game, and we're going to click here to this arrow. It says start here, pick a category. We're going to go over to state capitals. What is the capital of Georgia? And I remember, if you remember, we're going to Augusta, one of the wrong choices. Okay, and I'm going to add a shortcut there. Okay, now if I go here and click what is the capital of Georgia, I click Augusta, it has this little folder here with an arrow. That's a shortcut. Now what I want to do is I want to right click and I'm going to choose rename. Okay, and I'm going to write sorry, that is incorrect. Click here to continue. Okay, so if I did this correctly, it's going to take me back to the beginning. What is the capital of Georgia? Okay, did that beautifully. Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to make an incorrect answer choice for Athens, because if you notice, we click on Athens, one of the wrong answer choices for what is the capital of Georgia, there's nothing in there. Okay, so I'm going to click the little dots again and go back to the beginning, Mr. Mitter's trivia game. Start here, pick a category, state capitals. Okay, now up here to the right, I'm going to click add shortcut to drive. Here's where it gets kind of confusing. I'm going to click the little arrow and I'm going to search for the Mr. Mitter trivia game folder, the drop down arrow, start here, pick a category, state capitals, what is the capital of Georgia, and then we're going to click on this Athens folder, and then it says the folder is empty, so I'm going to add a shortcut to it. So I'm going to go check, I'm going to click on what is the capital of Georgia, I'm going to click inside Athens and see, there it is. I've got my little shortcut. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to rename it, I'm going to write sorry, that is incorrect. Click here to start again. And again, each one of these might say something slightly different. That's fine. So let's test it. It's going to take you back to what is the capital of Georgia. So I've got, if I choose Athens, oh sorry, it's incorrect. What is the capital of Georgia? If I click Augusta, oh sorry, that's incorrect. Click here to continue. What is the capital of Georgia? Atlanta. That is correct. Click here to continue to the next question. Okay, this is where you are going to build your second question. So let's talk about a couple other things. Now you're going to need to build a number of answer choices for both of these categories. Now if you pay attention to the rubric, you need to have at least 3 trivia questions per category. So that's six questions, and each of those 6 questions needs to have 3 answer choices. Okay, now something to think about: when the player has completely finished and won. Okay, so let's say the very last question is, what is the capital of South Carolina? You need to create a folder that says, and choose Columbia. Inside of Columbia, I'm going to write, you know what, I need to get another shortcut. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my dots, and I'm going to click here, and I'm going to get a shortcut here. It's add shortcut to drive. I'm going to go track down that folder. Let's see, Mr. Mitter's trivia game. Start here, pick a category, say capitals. It was the capital of Georgia, and I went through Atlanta, and I'm going to go over here, was the capital of South Carolina. I'm going to find Columbia, and I'm going to add the shortcut there. Okay, so if I'm looking for it, then I'm going to go to find Columbia here, and there is my shortcut. Now I'm going to rename that, and I'm going to write congratulations, you have won the game. Click here to start over. So please don't forget to add this shortcut to the winning end of your game. That takes you back to start over. Okay guys, something I want you to do: when they get to the end of their game, you need to have the congratulations and link it back to the beginning. But I think something fun for us to do would be to have some kind of graphic that says you won. Now I just created this in Paint. You can use Paint, Paint 3D, Google Drawings, Google Slides, whatever you want to do to add your graphic. Now I'm going to go save my graphic. I'm going to save it as a PNG or a JPEG, and I'm going to save it in my pictures folder. I'm going to call it U1. Okay, now over here all I have to do is go to my pictures folder, and I found it right here. I've got U1. I'm going to drag it in. Okay, and when they win, they can click on that and say, see a little message that says you won. So that's a requirement. Please don't forget about that in the rubric.